Chelsea 3, Liverpool 1, and we got the job done. We managed to get the job done, people. And I'm so like, look, I understand that Liverpool were on the beach. You know what I mean? And I know that obviously it's an easier game than it would have been if they were chasing something, whatever it was. Yeah. But at the end of the day, for me personally, we had to get in there and get the 3 points, and we had to capitalize. And that's what I was looking for playing this game. And I was like, we have to be at our best, or even if it's not our best, we just have to win the game. Like I said, by hook or crook, whatever they call it, yeah, we just have to get the 3 points and move forward to our next game. That's all I wanted. I didn't want anything else. Do you know what I mean? And to see the way the team played, seeing Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo playing together, yeah, well, even the wingers playing well, it was a very good performance from us, man. It was very good. Obviously, it's unfortunate that we conceded that one goal from a header from a corner, but it's like I'm fine with it because I needed the 3 points, man. If you look at the table as well, and I looked at it earlier, I think we're 4 points away. I think it's around 4 points away from Arsenal, who's in second. City's 3 points away from them, and we're literally on 60 points. Joint, I think we're fifth and Newcastle's fifth. No, sorry, we fifth and Newcastle's fourth. But they're on the same amount. We're on the same amount of points, and our goal difference is the same. Now all of a sudden, it's just the table is just crammed down, and you need to be. And the good thing, the good thing as well, we're all playing each other. We're playing in Newcastle. We're gonna be playing the Nottingham Forest on last day of the season. Do you know what I mean? United, yes, they're outside with top four, whatever, but it's like there could be so much movement in that the fight for top four, top five, like something like it is this season. So even Liverpool's playing Arsenal next week, so it's closer than you think. It's closer than you think, and if we beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, it should be an easy, should be we should be front runners, especially if we beat Newcastle. Next week we should be front runners for that top four spot, in my opinion. Now, going to the game, yeah, man, look, Lavia, bro, what a performance from Lavia, and you can see that in the first goal as well, man. Like, he kept the ball and waited for even though Palmer went out wide, he didn't just pass the ball to him straight away. He waited for him to make that move, and fool that player who's in midfield. I think it might have been Curtis Jones, I think. And he just passed that ball through at the right time. And I think he passed it to Pedro Neto, and then he passed it across the box and Enzo with a good finish. And then there on, we had like a few hairy moments. They had a couple of times where they just passed the ball forward, and it looks like there's no one in midfield, and he just goes across the box and on the path. Couple few link-up plays. I think Gakpo causes a bit of trouble. Salah didn't have his shooting boots on. Do you know what I mean? Jota didn't really threaten us either when he was there. Do you know what I mean? Endo was just Endo, man. But Trent, he had to get hooked, bro, because he failed the nonny test, bro. Do you know what I mean? And there's not a lot of players that can say they failed the nonny test, but he failed the nonny test. And who else were we looking at? Yeah, Caicedo, man, he was everywhere, just getting stuck in, going out. Remember, he was playing right back, inverting into midfield. Enzo was good. Cucurella was doing really good at left back. Chalobah was the better centre back out of the two. Between him and Cole, wow, man, this Cole sometimes just, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you're unreliable, but he didn't do anything stupid to cost us the game today. The only weird thing about him was that he kept finding him going forward and staying up there for a bit, leaving the gaps when they 2-0 up. There's no point. The second goal, I don't remember. I think Palmer managed to get the ball, ran down, managed to get a cross in, deflection. I think Van Dijk tried to clear the ball out, hit Kwanzaa. And yeah, man, that was the second goal. And then if I'm going from there, obviously looking at another player, Jackson, bro. Jackson. It's like maybe good, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not good. Sometimes good, sometimes. It's like, bro, it's like there's no consistency, man. No consistency with Jackson, bro. And it's so annoying. So annoying, because if we had to rely on him to score the goals today, we wouldn't get any goals. There's a couple of times that he was basically almost clean through, but because he wasn't using his brain. He already put himself offside and he couldn't, you know what I mean, get a goal, couldn't get an assist. There was one time he was the only man in between the two centre backs. He just had to check to make sure he's on the. He wasn't even checking to make sure he was onside. He wasn't checking. He wasn't checking to see if he was onside or not, bro. These are simple things. Simple things. He's already missed a couple of chances in the game as well. Pillow foot shots and that. It's annoying, but obviously he got hooked for Sancho, and then Sancho played left wing, but Neto up front, and I think it was Nani on the right. Who else was it? What else? What else can I remember? I think Sanchez was alright. He was solid, but then he still managed to do stupidity for the corner which Van Dijk scored from. Even though we don't blame him for that, because Van Dijk was left free in the box. But why is he standing so far out of his own box when no one's really around him? Like, what's the need for him to be so far out of the box? And then sometimes he then has to almost jump backwards to save a shot. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because he's so much out of the line, bro. He's not on the line. He's way ahead of the line. Besides that, his performance is good. A few catches, I think one was from Gakpo and that. He was solid. He was alright. I'm seeing good performances from, especially if you looked at the last week one and stuff like that. So he hasn't been that poor. Do you know what I mean? So he's been alright, innit? Especially for his standards. This is amazing if you compare it to his previous standards. Who else would I look at? Yeah, we've already spoke about the big three. Palmer today, he done everything, man. He was trying to get on the ball, you know, tried to assist people, managed to get. Obviously he crossed the ball in the box to get the deflection. Do you know what I mean? For the goal, the own goal, he was involved in that. He was involved in the pre-assist in the first goal. Good movement. Obviously managed to get the penalty when Caicedo got tackled in the box. Literally the last couple seconds. I think just before the 95th minute, and it was 5 minutes extra time. He managed. I think Kwanzaa tackled Caicedo. We got a penalty. Palmer took it bottom left corner. And it's what we needed. Yeah, I think for me, if we had lost this game, maybe top four would have been gone. And it's not necessarily gone in terms of completely gone. Nah, you could still be in it, but I think mentally I wouldn't have believed anymore. The belief would have gone. So I think that's the most important thing in it. So we just make sure that we get that top four spot. And I think if we do get top four, we can build on it. We're not gonna keep every year. I don't want every year top four to be my target. Do you know what I mean? I want to build from it. So if I manage to get into top four, I now want a good enough squad to challenge for the league or even win it, and capitalize on other teams who don't. So yeah, man, good results, good changes as well from Enzo Maresca. And yeah, man, on to the next, like they say, innit? See you in the next one.